Excuse me, brother.
Yeah, yeah. We can help you.
I want to ask, how do I get from here to Binasarana Informatic University Surakarta? I am coming from Donggala, but I think I took a wrong turn along.
Oh, BSE. The one around Slamet Riyadi Street, huh?
Yes, that's right. I don't know the exact location. I tried using Google Maps, but the signal was bad, so the map didn't open.
Wow, it's normal for maps to suddenly slow down. But don't worry, it's easy. Just don't speed up.
It's easy. So, from here, you just keep going towards Solo. Just follow the main road until to get to Jalan Slamet Riyadi.
What is Slamet Riyadi Street like? Are there any famous seconds or buildings here?
Oh, it's easy to recognize. Slamet Riyadi Street is a very big street with many old buildings on either side. There is also a slow lane, usually for becak and bicycle.
Sometimes, there's a small cafe on the side of the road too. So, if you see a lot of the people hang out, you're on the right place.
Oh, okay. So, after entering Slamet Riyadi, I just kept going.
Yes. Discounting straight until Purwosari area. UBSE is right there on the left side of the road. The campus is quite big, so you can miss it.
Oh, so the campus is pretty big, huh?
Yes, it's pretty big. There are really big namesake. It's a Binasarana Informatika University. They are usually students hanging out in front of it too. The exact address is on Jalan Legend Sutoyo, number 43, Cenglik Nusukan, Banjarsari.
Wow, that's nice. Easy to recognize. But what if I miss it? Can I turn around or not?
Oh yeah, you can. There are several points around Purwosari to make a U-turn, but it's better to slow down when you enter the area.
That's right. Especially Science Slamet Riyadi Road is sometimes bus. During rush hour, many cars and motorcycles park on the side of the road.
Oh, yes, yes. And this hour, it's not too crowded, right?
Maybe it's a bit quicker, but still be careful. The road around Purwosari often pedicabs or driver will suddenly stop.
Just take it easy with the bike. Don't speed up so you don't miss it.
Not. So, I just go straight to Solo, find Jalan Slamet Riyadi. Continue to Purwosari. UBSE is on the left side of the road. The address is Legend Toyo, number 43, Cenglik Nusukan, Banjarsari. Yes?
That's right. If you're still unsure, just ask people around Slamet Riyadi. They will definitely know UBSE.
Yes, if you are already on Jalan Slamet Riyadi, UBSE is not far away. Just slow down the motorcycle.
Thank you so much, brother. If I hadn't asked you guys, I probably would have been under that after.
Take it easy, bro. That's normal. It's also an adventure to find an address. The important thing is to reach the destination.
I hope you get there quickly. Be careful on the road and don't rush.
Amin. Thank you very much. I'll just see you all later. Bye-bye.
Yeah,
You're welcome, bro. Bye.
Distance to cry. Better call Farah.
Hello, Rick. Where are you now? Already at campus?
Bro, I think I'm lost. I followed their direction to Slamet Riyadi, but I think I took a wrong turn somewhere. I don't recognize this area at all.
What do you see around you? Any landmarks?
Wait. Let me ask someone. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Could you tell me what area this is?
Oh, you are in Mojosong area, specifically near to traditional market. Quite far from Samatriadi actually.
Fahrel, you heard that? I'm somehow in Mojosongo, near the traditional market.
Mojosongo? Wow, you really went the wrong way. Okay, listen carefully. From Mojosongo Market, you need to head south. You will see a big intersection.
Sorry, sir. Where is the big intersection he's talking about?
Just go straight down to for about 500 meters. You can miss it. There's a big statue at the intersection.
Got it? Then what?
At the intersection, turn right. Follow that road until you reach Kapten Mulyadi Street. Turn right again, and it will connect you to Slamet Riyadi. From there, you remember the way the campus, right?
Yeah, I remember. Purwosari area, campus is on the left.
If you're going to BSE, to actually short away from the intersection, you can.
Thank you, sir. But I better stick to my friend's direction. I don't want to get lost again.
Smart choice. Just follow what I say, and you'll be here in 15 minutes tops.
Thanks, bro. Save me a seat in class. Thank you so much for your help, sir.
No problem. Be careful under it.
Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Imran Azadi and I'm from Universitas Bina Sarana Informatika Surakarta. Okay, today I like to take this opportunity to explain a topic that is quite interesting and essential in learning English grammar. Wow, what is this? Yeah, infinitive verbs. Okay, in this presentation, we'll dive into what infinitive are, different types, their function, and how to use them properly in everyday sentence. I hope this will help everyone better understand how to use infinitive in your speaking and writing. Hey guys, let's get started. Okay guys, in the first slide, we will introduce the main topic infinitive verbs. And infinitive is the best form of a verb, usually starting with to like, to eat, to sleep, or to read. Okay, so an infinitive is the base form of a verb. It's usually preceded by to. Like the example mentioned earlier, what's interesting is the author infinitive are base form of verbs. They don't always function as verb in sentence. Sometimes infinitive can act as the subject of a sentence. For example, and to travel is fun. To travel is the subject explaining the activity of traveling. Okay, the purpose as a reason for action. For example, and run fast to win the race. To win explain the purpose of running fast. By understanding the basic concept, we can start using infinitive in different types of sentence. Okay guys, there are two main types of infinitive that you should know. First, to infinitive. This is the case common type of infinitive and always start with to. For example, to read, to play, to write. It is usually used after phrase like want, decide, or plan. Secondly, bare infinitive. This type doesn't use to and usually appears after certain verbs like make, let, or help. For example, she made me stay. Let him go. Okay, the key is knowing when to use to infinitive or bare infinitive in sentence. Infinitive have many functions in sentence. Some of their main use are first, as the subject. For example, in to learn is important. To learn is the subject, explaining what is important. Okay, secondly, as the object. Infinitive are often used after certain verb. Like in she want to success, where to success is the object of the verb want. Okay, 3. As an adjective. Sometimes infinitive are used to explain or describe a noun. For example, in he has a plan to improve his skill. To improve, explain the plan. Okay, 4. As an adverb. Infinitive are also used to explain purpose or reason, like in she studies hard to pass the exam. Where to pass explain where she studies hard. With this various function, infinitive can make our sentence more complete and meaningful. There are some phrases that are almost always followed by infinitive, like agree. He agreed to join the meeting. Decide. We decide to take a break. Plan. They plan to visit Paris next year. Promise. The promise to help. 1. I want to learn English. Knowing these patterns make it easier to remember when to use infinitive after this verb. Okay guys, here come common mistakes people make when using infinitive. First, mixing infinitive with gerunds. I enjoy the swimming. That's wrong. The truth is, I enjoy swimming. When used first like enjoy, you need to use the gerund verb plus ing, not the infinitive. Okay, secondly, using an infinitive after the wrong verb. He suggested to leave early. That's wrong. The truth is, he suggested leaving early. In the case of the suggest, you should use the gerund, not the infinitive. By studying the patterns for using infinitive and gerunds, you can avoid these common mistakes. Okay guys, one main function of the infinitive is to show the purpose or reason for an action. For example, she works hard to support her family. He left early to avoid traffic. The sentence usually follow the pattern subject plus verb plus infinitive for purpose. Is an effective way to express the purpose of an action. Nah, so guys, infinitive are important part of English and have many functions. By understanding the types and how to use them, you can create a more varied and meaningful sentence. Most importantly, don't be afraid to try. Practice is key to mastering how to use infinitive correctly. The more you practice, the easier it will be. Okay, thank you guys.